What's up, everybody? Today I'm going to show you how I'm setting up to film out of a saddle. Okay, first I'm going to show you the bag that I have. It's nothing special, not a fancy bag. I think I probably got it at Walmart, but it has 2 pockets in it. And I'm going to show you how I have those things separated and things in here to keep the arm and the base from making noise. I'm using the 4th Arrow camera arm. I'm just putting that in there with the end, the big end down towards the bottom, and I'll show you why that is in just a second. Okay, the things we have going in the pack are our camera arm, or 4th Arrow camera arm. We have a mic, the condenser mic, our base, and our camera. And first we're going to put our camera arm in the backpack, and in this camera goes in this bag with a little clip on here, and I'll show you what we're going to do with that later. But that also keeps that from banging against the camera arm and potentially tearing up your camera. And in this little pocket in this bag I have the tool for adjusting your base, and then the mic cord. So we have those tucked away in there. Okay, next we're going to put our base down here in this second pocket, and we're going to try to makes a little bit of noise, but we got that down in there. It keeps it separated from clanking a whole bunch. And then we're going to take our camera with the point for the mic, and we're going to put it down here against this, and that will kind of protect that from damage somewhat. It doesn't fit the greatest, but you can get this bag zipped with a little bit of try. And then after that we're going to put our mic in here like that, and now we've got her all zipped up and ready for the woods. Okay, so here's my typical early season setup. I don't take a whole lot of things with me, so the things that I am taking, a knife, rangefinder, things like that, I'm just putting in my pockets. But I've got my camera gear on my back, and I have my Sound Approach steps, 12 to climb, 6 in each bag. I have my ring of steps in this bag with my tether for when I get up to hunting height. My favorite thing about this method is I can get to the tree, tie up my bow, and just start climbing. I don't have to take anything off, and I don't have to situate anything, and it's the same way with coming down. Okay, so let me get through my process a little bit. Get to the tree, still got everything on, got my bow, set my bow down, tie my bow up, start to climb. My first set of steps are right here I'm climbing with. Go up the tree, 6 steps, slide this back, got my next step. Now I still got my camera gear on my back. 6 steps up to where I'm climbing, or wherever I'm climbing, slide this back here, and now I have my ring of steps. And I take my ring of steps off, and I set them where I need to be, and I'm ready to climb up and step into my ring of steps, and that's where I'm going to move to the pole. Okay, one of the keys to this method for me are these 2 cam buckle straps, and I like to wear these both around my waist as I'm walking in, just so they're nice and handy. Once I get up the tree, I don't have to fiddle around to try to find them. Okay, so we've got to hunting height. I'm now still in my lineman's belt, and I'm standing on my ring of steps. First thing I'm going to do is take my tether, and I'm going to attach my tether about head high. That's about where I like my tether. So I'm going to attach that. I'm not going to necessarily hook in yet, but I'm going to take one of those first. I'm going to take one of my 2 belts, and I'm going to put my camera arm about thigh high. So I'm going to put one of these belts down at that level, and my camera arm is going to go above that belt, but that belt's going to hold a couple things. And I'm going to take the other strap, and I'm going to put it just above my tether, and that's going to be for my bow. Usually in my pocket I keep handy my hook for my bow, where that goes, and we put that on there. And I like to use this hook because it can slide anywhere you want it. So at this time I'm going to pull my bow up, and I'm going to take my quiver off. I'm going to hang my bow on my bow hook, and on my quiver I have a carabiner, and I'm going to hang my quiver on the same strap that I have my bow hung on, and I'm going to go ahead and knock an arrow at this point. I want to be ready to shoot. And now I'm going to take off my climbing bag, and I've also added a carabiner to that, and we're going to hook that on this lower strap. It'll be down out of our way, just above our feet. And I'm also going to take off this backpack, and I'm going to hang it on this lower carabiner. And now I'm going to go ahead and get into my saddle. For setting up the camera. I can take this off and put it in one of the bags down here below. Okay, so first thing we're going to need is our camera arm, or our base that is. We're going to pull our base out. We're going to put it about thigh high or so. And I've actually only gone hunting with a setup with these new bags one time, and it went extremely well. That's why I wanted to make this video. But I practiced on this pole a few times until I got the technique down and how I wanted to do things. So if you can practice on a tree, I highly recommend practicing setting up like this, because it's not an easy task. Especially if you try to do quietly. My big thing is to not have to sweat and be all crazy in the tree. So now we're going to pull out our camera, and it's in the little bag with the carabiner, and that can be hooked on your base strap or any strap you'd like. We're going to pull out our camera arm, set it in there, and in the little bag with our camera we have our little adjustment tool to set our base. So we'll go ahead and do that. Could be quieter. Then we're going to pull out our camera. Make sure the clip don't fall off. Didn't clip it all the way on there. We have our mic cord in that little bag. So we should probably put the mic on. That there. That's in there. Now we're going to put this back in this bag. Zip that up. Got our VariZoom, which is extremely handy little unit. And now we're ready to hunt. Now, a couple of these things could be adjusted a little bit. Like I said, this is just the hunted this way one time, but this is the overall concept on how to set things up, and it's extremely convenient to do things this way. At this bag, I would now bring around the back side of the tree, kind of keep it out of my way. I've seen some people like to reach as high as they can and hang their bags up there. That's going to put them down up here about where your bow is. I like my bow about head high. That way it's right even. I don't have to reach up or down. It's just right there on my level. So I like that height. And with that strap up there, I go ahead and put my quiver on there. You can slide this thing around to wherever you'd like it. And we're hunting. And we're ready to film. The great thing about hunting and filming out of the saddle with the Ring of Steps is you can film with a little bit of practice. You can film just about anywhere. Bring that through and make these shots back here all the way around the tree. Take it back around. Move around the tree this way. And make that same shot right there. So you have 360-degree shooting without any problem from the saddle and the Ring of Steps. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel. We're going to be bringing a ton more information and content on mobile hunting and saddle hunting.